Will we see a JINYAO pre-ban? Because we saw how many times JINYAO picked that unit. And maybe he will still pick this unit in SWC. You might as well pre-ban the dragon. Nope, it's gonna be, oh my god. It's gonna be the 2 defense buffer, Laura and Dark Cookie. Wait, what's her name again? I swear. They bring out these units once or twice every single time. And I have to say, Giselle and Laura will get pre-ban this time. And the first pick for YEONHONG will be the Oliver first pick, which means I get to see the JINYAO Ethna potentially coming from JINYAO. Or we'll see Pontos segment. Can be a interesting start for JINYAO as well. It's going to be Cigar Vanessa, the classic answer to the Oliver first pick. Which means we might see Mouse Raccoon come out from YEONHONG. But hey, it's going to be segment Praha. Yes. RGB first 3 pick. Always great. Keep your element balanced. And this time we get to see something different from the Oliver first pick. And that's going to be the segment and Praha, providing some healing and turn one aggression with the segment. But it might mean JINYAO will be picking up that insane duo we all know and hate. But he's JINYAO. He will prove me wrong, pick something amazing. And that's going to be Julian and Juno getting picked up from JINYAO. No Julian counter just yet, but there are 2 last picks for YEONHONG to pick up the Tessarian and the Raki or something similar to counter this Julian. He definitely going to need some sort of Hernie as well for the healing and the Oblivion. And they're all amazing against this Juno-Julian combo. Here comes the Tessarian getting picked up by YEONHONG and the Masha for some heavy damage on JINYAO team. Masha is extremely good in his possession because there are no counter unit on her just yet. And YEONHONG still have the option to ban the Julian at the end of the day. JINYAO last pick will probably be a strong water last pick here, banning the Oliver, getting the turn 1 advantage because I don't see YEONHONG banning the Vanessa. What will it be, JINYAO? It will be a kinky last pick from JINYAO. Of all things, I never see this coming because there's the Tessarian going on over there. There are a lot of defense break and heal block going on over there with the segment. But the last pick will be the kinky. So what will be the ban? It's going to be the Tessarian ban. It's going to be the Julian ban. JINYAO, no healing, but with a kinky last pick here. Will it be enough against YEONHONG-187? First up belongs to the segment. Will she get the strip reset? She will go for the Cigar, get the strip reset on the Cigar. Praha moving up next. Will she go for the speed buff or will she go for skill 1? That's going to be some skill 1 onto the Vanessa here. Unfortunately, cannot do anything too impactful in the first turn for Praha. Juno gonna return fire with a strip, but no act. Oh, there will be one despair stun on the Praha, blocking the potential heal coming out from the Praha. Defense break coming out from the Vanessa as well, and that's gonna be on the Masha. But the Oliver might be taking away the turn of the Cigar and the Kinky here. The Oliver is gonna push back the Kinky, get the revenge, but no problem. He can take a hit or 2. Here comes Cigar. Is he on despair as well? He will not show us anything special. Go for the simple attack on the Masha. Couldn't get it done. Masha, though, has the skill 2 available, but choose not to use it yet because he's waiting for the segment AoE. Gonna drop a couple default attack on that Vanessa. Here comes the debuff coming out from the segment, but she will... Oh, the Praha will wake up for the stun, get a violent proc to heal the entire team, get the speed buff for the Masha, prepping for the skill 2 damage coming very, very soon here, and that's gonna hurt a lot. And the first victim will fall to that will be the Cigar, and Cigar will go down to the Masha damage, but there is no revive coming out from the Vanessa because of the Oliver cooldown reset. And this is looking really bad for JINYAO here. 1 unit down, and he doesn't have the perfect condition for the Kinky to do any real damage at all. The Kinky is going to go straight into the segment, waking her up. But that's going to mean the segment will be able to fully reset somebody. Choose not to do so. Going to do attack break onto the Vanessa. Oliver getting a turn, having skill 2 available. And he will go for the attack bar of the Juno, getting a violent bar as well, pushing back the Kinky, but could not get the attack bar of the Kinky. Vanessa, charming voice onto the Vanessa, getting a big critical hit, doing massive damage on the Vanessa. Vanessa getting a violent pro, increase the cooldown. The segment have still skill 3 available, but if you revive the Cigar, he will die, but then you're gonna die as well, might so revive before you die. She's gonna go for the skill 2 on the Marsha, but the Marsha will take down the Vanessa. Defense break will be on the Marsha. Will be enough for the Kinky to dismount the Marsha. It will be not enough for the Kinky to dismount the Marsha. But the Juno is getting a turn here. Look at the Praha damage. Oh my god. 2k per hit on that Juno. Marsha finally getting dismounted here, which means the Kinky will be very strong in the future if the Marsha's out of the game. Kinky prepping defense break on a segment with the revenge attack, but the Praha is gonna do so much damage on the Juno. Juno, can you take down the Marsha here? Juno, big AoE stun the Praha once again, but the Marsha is gonna take down the Juno with a skill 2. Kinky, last one standing. Was JINYAO picking Kinky for this exact moment, where Kinky will be the one claiming the victory for him? Kinky having attack break on him, could not defense break the Oliver, cannot revenge the Marsha because the Marsha damage is too much, and attack break will be stolen by the Oliver, and this might be GG because with the attack break he can't even heal himself properly, and the Praha will take down the Kinky. YEONHONG taking the first game away from JINYAO. I'm not too sure that Kinky last pick was a great idea, because the Kinky couldn't really contribute to the game that much and couldn't even solo the team at the end. Maybe a different unit could have contributed a little bit more. Maybe. But that's the thing of the past. We are moving on to game 2. Will we see Giselle and Laura getting picked up by the enemy? I can't wait to see that. Round 2 between JINYAO and YEONHONG is about to start. And we have the Julian pre-ban, because even though we can counter that unit with Oblivion, YEONHONG doesn't now want to see that unit ever again. And that's going to be the Oliver pre-ban for JINYAO as well. First pick for JINYAO, what will it be? It will be the Heigang first pick. He is fully anticipating the Laura coming out from YEONHONG. Jeremiah Sekma getting picked up by YEONHONG here with a strip reset. He will kind of ignore the Heigang altogether. So what is JINYAO's big plan here with the Heigang first pick? And he also doesn't have the Jeremiah on his team anymore because YEONHONG stole it in the first pick. It's going to be Carno and Praha getting picked up by JINYAO, going for a Bruiser turn 2 position here with some tanky healer draft, potentially into a Monkey King and Rakuni in the last 2 picks as well, or maybe his Kinky once again. So with the Heigang first pick, YEONHONG is not... He will still pick the Laura, and the follow-up after the Laura will be Varad to scale the defense and freezing up the entire enemy team, especially when there are no win unit on the JINYAO side. So what is going to be the counter to the Laura? Will we see a Juno getting picked up by JINYAO into a strong Bruiser last pick? Maybe even a Leo in this spot. But then Leo would nerf his damage by a lot, so maybe he's going to see a different counter pick here for the last slot. It will be a Fire Monkey King who cannot be frozen, but remember, he can still be slow and defense broken by the Laura and the segment. YEONHONG last pick can be a strong water unit here to really dominate the draft coming from JINYAO. He can ban the Heigang, pick another strong water. Let's see what it's going to be. He can also go with a LD, the potential AoE LD that he has. No, it's going to be a Suiki, and I like that. It's going to be a strong water last pick from YEONHONG, and that's going to be a Suiki to do a lot of damage on the enemy team, potentially max res build to dodge the defense, break under control, and also get stronger every single turn. Heigang getting banned out, Vorat getting banned out, so no pushback for YEONHONG, but he does have a lot of damage and buff coming his way, and even if enemy can strip the Laura buff, he has the JINYAO to cleanse and allow Laura to buff again. Here we go, first turn for the segment. Will she perform this round? She will take the buff and the skill of Praha, which means the Laura's gonna buff as well, but miss the strip, get revenge by the Juno, which means big strip and stun on the dragon. No cleanse from the dragon because the Carno with the defense break from the monkey might take down the dragon right here, right now. Praha going in with the damage as well on the Suiki. The Meiho Wang having skill 2 available, and the victim will be the dragon. Carno with all the skill available, dropping the rain of damage on the enemy, and that will shut down 3 units on the enemy team. This Carno is going absolutely crazy, and the Juno enjoying some extra speed buff from the segment will do more damage on this dragon here, because if the dragon violent proc, he can save the entire team of YEONHONG. So JINYAO is going to make sure that the dragon will stay dead from the dot damage. Suiki is going to be the next target as well, receiving a lot of damage from the Praha. Monkey, will he secure the kill? He will go for the Suiki as well. I don't think that 3 continuous damage is going to be enough to kill the dragon, but maybe the Carno will have other plan for this dragon. Not going to go straight to the Suiki. The dragon will be lapped by the Juno. Juno with speed up moving so fast, and that's going to take down the dragon as well. Laura will have skill 2 available, but that will further boost the Juno, and the heal block will not stay any longer. The Praha will heal despite the heal block to get the speed buff for the entire team. Big damage from the monkey on the segment. No more skill on the segment, and Juno's gonna say hello with a big damage as well. 3.5k per hit. That is incredible damage coming from the Juno here. Monkey is gonna finish off the segment, and GG. JINYAO will take game 2. Completely counter this Laura coming out from YEONHONG. There's no magic in this world can save YEONHONG this ground. We are moving to game 3. If he can deal with Laura so well, does he have to really pre-ban Laura? Man, this is getting hard in here because the game 3 is gonna be intense. Who's gonna move on to the semi-final to find Monkey G class who's waiting for them? Will it be JINYAO or will it be YEONHONG? We shall find out. Game 3 between JINYAO and YEONHONG, pre-ban phase, will it be Giselle and Laura once again? They are thinking about it. Just kidding, it's gonna be the same pre-ban. You might wonder, what is that Giselle doing? She is very, very strong. Invincibility, defense break, crazy damage. She is a crazy force to deal with if she get last pick by JINYAO. Oliver first pick for YEONHONG once again. JINYAO having the potential Jeremiah segment for himself, but every time Jeremiah segment getting picked up in this match, they are not doing really well. So maybe JINYAO will go for something like Mouse Raccoon. No, just kidding. No, don't do that, buddy. I know you have something crazier for us to see. It's gonna be it's gonna be the segment and Praha getting picked up by JINYAO, potentially having Jeremiah Shizuka in the mid pick as well. YEONHONG seeing this can potentially go for Mouse Raccoon, or he can go for some sort of Hey Gang into the control. He's gonna go for more into YEONHONG to outspeed the enemy, leading into some sort of double robo in the last pick can be really strong as well. So will JINYAO still pick up the Ethna and the Jeremiah to get that turn 1? Or will he go fully turn 2 with a Carno potentially into... It's going to be Gio Carno coming out from JINYAO for the turn 2 position. Very strong against the Oliver Moore here. Gio is incredible for cutting in between, providing random despair stun that will make your day go from worst to worst. And Carno, incredible turn 2 unit. So seeing this, will YEONHONG go for some sort of robo into a big control? Oh, YEONHONG picking up the Dark Indra. I need to check his name again. I think is... No, it's not Piranha. It is something entirely different. His name is Devaraya for the last pick. And the Masha as well. With a 2-turn provoke and a slow debuff. He is one of the best last pick in the game as well. With incredible control power and also some reflect damage. Masha last pick for some more damage output to work really well with attack bar boost coming from YEONHONG too. So JINYAO last pick can be a strong AoE, seeing YEONHONG has no healer or cleanser, or can be pawn toss. It's going to be a kinky last pick from JINYAO. I'm not too sure about this one, but maybe it's good because there are less defense break, less damage from YEONHONG this time, more control, so maybe the kinky will be a good last pick. The Devaranya getting banned out and the Gio getting banned out because you don't want a random despair stun popping up every single turn from the Gio. Here we go, guys. Last round between JINYAO and YEONHONG. First one belongs to the YEONHONG, getting Blade Fan on the Praha. Missed the strip. Didn't even get resisted. The strip didn't even get activated from the YEONHONG, which means the Oliver will lose the skill to the segment here. More with a big AoE. No extra effect. No despair stun. No violent proc. But eating the defense for coming out from the Kinky, which means the Praha will have the heal available. And the big damage roll-up coming out from the Carno as well. Masha saving the skill to Praha. Can you heal? Or will you go for the skill 2 and shut down the Masha at the same time? She will save it. She will use it because you don't want to save it against an Oliver, potentially violent proc and taking all your skill away. And Carno would not drop the AoE just yet. Gonna go for the skill 2 onto the Oliver to get some attack bar back. No, gonna go straight into the Masha. He's trying to dismount the Masha as soon as possible because the moment the Masha go down, JINYAO will lose any means of dealing with the Kinky. So the Masha is gonna be the main target here despite having immunity on. Defense break on the team. Carno with a speed buff is gonna move very soon. Can this Oliver stop this Carno? No, he will have the AoE damage on the enemy team and nobody's gonna stop it. Big AoE damage from the Carno. Oh my god, that damage is crazy. Almost deleting YEONHONG team. Masha not dropping for the beast just yet, but she will soon. Her last ditch effort doing some damage on the segment, but that didn't result into anything. And Kinky is gonna wipe the floor with YEONHONG team and GG. JINYAO moving on to the semi-final.